Good morning, Mom and Sir. Today we will talk all about the novel, which is The Awakening by Kate Chopin. Today we will focus on Kate Chopin's seminal feminist once condemned novel, which is The Awakening. A woman's desperate for search for identity, depicting female desire and marital infidelity. I have chosen this novel because it reminds me of my sister Tia, who died last year. It's her favorite novel and will always claim to be the modern Edna Pontillo, a discontented mother and a regimented wife. In this novel, set in the 1890s, where women were viewed as property, first a brother's property, then her husband, Edna Pontillo feels trapped in her society. While having her seaside vacation, she meets a young man named Alcy, where her inner sexual desire were awakened and resulting to changing her way of life. Before we delve at the literary analysis of the novel, The Awakening, let me first discuss the approaches of literary theories. Number 1, new criticism. An approach that looks only at the words on the page. It does not matter how the story makes you feel your personal emotions. Do not change the fact of the text. It is when I ask you to look for metaphors, symbols, and images. For example, if you know The Road Not Taken by Richard Frost. The second one is the psychoanalytic criticism. This is to utilize the psychology to understand the text that treats a text like a dream. It tries to uncover the hidden, unconscious, psychological motive of a character, author, or even the reader. Critics look for three main psychological forces at play, which I will thoroughly discussing it later, which is the superego, the id, and the ego. Third one is the reader response criticism. It shows the story of a poem. It's an active experience that happens inside your reader's mind. Having different life experiences leads to the interpreting differently. There is no single right answer. For example, the story of the hour by Kate Chopin. The fourth one, which is Marxist criticism. It deals out money, power, social classes, shape a story based on the ideas of Karl Marx. It looks on how has the wealth who does the work and power control. For example, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. If you know The Great Gatsby that Leonardo DiCaprio acts, it was a very good novel or movie. The fifth one, which is new historicism, it looks on how text controlled by separated from history and culture of the time it was written. Its literature reflects history, a history that understood by reading literature. For example, The Crucible by Arthur Miller. Last one, which is mytho-archetypal criticism. It looks for repeating symbols, character types, and story patterns that appear across all human culture. All human culture. It focuses on what makes the story timeless and universally related. Example, Harry Potter. by J. King Rowling.